As a bike commuter living in the suburbs, one question I get asked over and over again is, do you ride your bicycle in the street, like with the cars? And when I tell them yes, I usually get follow-up questions like, isn't it dangerous? Aren't you afraid? The truth is, yes, it can be very dangerous to ride your bicycle on the street, especially if there isn't any proper bike infrastructure. And unfortunately, you won't see a single bike lane in this video either. So yeah, the unfortunate reality as a bike commuter in the suburbs is that you just got to be real comfortable biking close to cars, having close encounter with cars because the infrastructure just isn't there. But that shouldn't stop you from enjoying riding your bike and using the bike as your vehicle for commuting. It doesn't stop me. Here I just decided to hop on the sidewalk because I know that there's just not enough room for cars to safely pass me in the street. So I'll ride on the sidewalk and definitely slow down for pedestrians as well. The way I ride as a bike commuter is being comfortable and being safe. Being on the sidewalk definitely isn't my preferred place to be riding my bike on my commute, but it's only temporary, and here in the suburbs, sometimes you just gotta do it. But as soon as I'm comfortable and safe hopping back on the street, I will.
Thank you.
And I rode a handful of different routes before I decided to settle on this one as my main commuter route because it was the quickest and safe enough route that I felt comfortable riding to and from work. I absolutely love riding my bike to and from work as a bike commuter. It's honestly what I look forward to most in each work day. And honestly, I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Like, can you imagine having fun on your commute? Because that's what I get to experience with my bike. And I try not to let the fear of biking alongside cars stop me from doing what I enjoy. Oh, here's a close pass, so you gotta get used to stuff like that. But I'd like to say, as a regular bike commuter, drivers are in general pretty aware and pretty respectful of people that ride their bikes alongside them. But even with aware drivers, the number one thing you gotta have as a bike commuter in the suburbs is just confidence. The confidence to ride in the street alongside cars. And I didn't just decide one day that I'm gonna pick up my bike and ride in the street with cars. I definitely built up that confidence over time. A huge advice I would have in building up that confidence would be participating in group bike rides or community bike rides where as a group, of course, you're able to essentially take over an entire lane. Drivers are more aware of you, they can see you, but you can also learn how to properly bike in the street, you know, what things to be aware of, what to look out for, and just how to ride safely in general on the streets. Those group bike rides definitely helped me build up the confidence in myself to ride alone. And I think that just being familiar with your bike route plays a huge part in being comfortable with riding your bike to and from work. When I started out, I was not riding down this main road like this. I found little neighborhoods with less car traffic that I can comfortably ride my bike through to get to work. It helped me establish that comfortable base and confidence in order for me to continue riding my bike to work instead of just ditching it altogether and resorting to going back to driving. So here I noticed this driver's making a right turn, and it was so tempting to just squeeze in that gap right beside them and make my right turn, but they're probably looking left, and of course they don't see me, so the safe thing to do is just stop, let them do their turn, and then take my turn. And here I'm turning into a smaller street as opposed to the main road that I'm familiar with, so I'm comfortable just taking the entire lane here. This right lane actually ends and merges into a smaller lane. Cars usually are able to go around me at this point before we all merge together. Excuse me as I squeeze on by here again. And yeah, as you guys can see, not a single bike lane in this entire video, but I'm definitely picking and choosing the streets that I'm comfortable and feel safe riding on. And those are streets where typically people are not driving as fast. Typically I try not to exceed streets where people are driving over 35 miles an hour. And when I do have to make a left turn, what I like to do is cut to the front and just be in front of the very first car. That way, of course, they can see me and I can safely make that left turn. Thank you guys so much for watching. The point of this video is really just to share my commute, what my commute experience is like in the suburbs as a bicycle commuter. Not really to rant on like bike lanes or infrastructure, and we definitely need more of those, but this is the reality of riding your bikes in the suburbs. But I'm actually seeing more and more people ride their bikes, so hopefully with a growing number of us out there riding our bikes, cities, especially here in the suburbs, see that too, and we get more bike infrastructure in the future.